Hey everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today we are trying a new build challenge. This time I am randomizing every single item in this build. So I've done a couple of these randomization challenges where I randomize the packs that I'm allowed to use, or I randomize the colors I'm allowed to use. So I thought today, why not take that one step further and randomize every single item that I am using in this build. So every time I want to use an item, for example a bed, I am going to count the amount of beds that we have, put it in a random number generator, and then pick whatever bed we're gonna get. So this is definitely going to be fun, probably a disaster, so let's dive right in by building the exterior first. Alright, we got quite a simple shell of a little, essentially a tiny home at this point. It's quite small. It's probably only going to be a home for a single sim. And so far it doesn't really look like much. Usually this is where I do a bunch of decorating and make it look nice, but this time maybe we do a bunch of decorating and it will look terrible because I have no idea what items we are gonna get. So I guess we'll start with the wallpaper. I was thinking 2 different kinds of wallpaper for this house, so we'll randomize that. There's a total of 292 different wallpapers in The Sims, and I'm gonna get 2 of those as our random first choice. 292 as a maximum. Generate our first wallpaper. 163. 163. Some good old starboards. Alright, this is our first option. Don't you love that? Wonderful rustic vibe. Isn't that exactly what you always wanted? I was going for modern, but I guess, you know, rustic cottage works as well. So that's our first color. Let's see what our second is gonna be. 127 this time. Okay, well, that's not bad actually. Brick. That's so much better. I can even make it white or like a light gray, really. I guess I can decide where I want to use this particular wallpaper. It could just be like a roof accent. That doesn't look bad, actually. Maybe something for behind the front door as well. Let's do a front door then. All right, there are 149 doors in The Sims. Let's see what we get. 18. Again, not that bad. Doesn't quite work with that wallpaper, but it is quite like a modern choice. So this is from Eco Lifestyle. It's gonna be quite an industrial vibe, isn't it? It would probably be a good idea to add like a little roof trim to this and also to the roofs itself. So let's randomize for that as well. So again, there's 9 roof trims. Not that many. 3. I think that was a good one. I think 3 was a good one. I think that's okay. That's the one I use all the time. That's just my favorite one. Maybe this house won't be as much of a disaster as I thought it was gonna be. Maybe it will be fine. I feel like that's kind of wishful thinking. We're not that far into this. But so far, like, it's not the best house I've ever seen, but it's definitely not the worst. It's a little sad looking. Maybe a little, like, foundation color is gonna cheer it up a bit. 25 foundations. Let's generate. 19. A stage foundation. Didn't expect it to, but that kind of works, especially because it's sort of the same shade as the starboard that we have up here. That kind of ties it together, surprisingly. Then I guess I also want a floor for the foundation as well, which there are 168 of. And we got 67. A Strangerville floor. Which there are no other swatches of, by the way. It's also dirty. And really, really ugly. And it was going so well. Why, Sims Universe? Why? Alright, well that definitely downgraded our build a little bit, so maybe we can have a little fence to cover it up a bit, at least from the front. And I have 88 of those. So let's generate once again 10. Let's see, what is fence number 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I kid you not. That was exactly the fence where I was like, please let it not be that one. It's not an ugly fence, it's just very out of place. This matches a little better, but it also doesn't help with the whole, I don't know, haunted building vibes? It's not quite it. This is not it. It's definitely not it. Well, we're still missing some windows. Maybe I can have 2 different windows. I feel like that's reasonable. I'll look in the short window category only, since these are short walls and the others won't really fit very well. So we'll stick to that for now. All right, we have 191 of those. And let's see which ones I will get. So I get 143. Oh, that's nice, actually. That's kind of the windows I always use when I make modern builds. I kind of regret my decision to go with 2 windows now, because I'm gonna have to choose another one. We probably won't be as lucky this time. 85. Not as good as the other one, but this one from Discover University, also not terrible. Especially the black and white is quite nice. Let's see if we can have a back door maybe. I feel like there should be a door on this side as well. Let's see if we get a good option for that this time. 58. We almost got this one, but I am really happy that we got this one instead. Doesn't really match with anything else we have in this house, but especially this gray color, again, not bad. Maybe we can even use this window again on the other side as well. Shall we go for roofs? We actually haven't found a roof swatch yet. We have 32 of those, and we got number 6. Are you actually kidding me? Really? I mean, I guess it goes with the whole, you know, cottage, the starboard vibes we got going on. It has a similar color. Not really what I had in mind when I wanted to make a modern house today, but yep. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Let's see. Usually I make like a little path with terrain paint. So I guess we'll find out what terrain paint I am allowed to use today. 53 terrain paints we have. And I'm allowed to use number 35. Okay, so we are allowed to use some pristine concrete, which I guess does kind of match whatever we have going on here. We could even kind of turn this whole thing into some kind of concrete. I don't know. Maybe that will kind of work. We have like a little driveway thing happening here. All right, I would love to have some landscaping to liven the place up a little bit. Maybe some hedges, maybe some flowers. That would be nice. It's looking quite dead at the moment. So let's see what options we have here. So we have 176 options. Maybe I'll go for like 3 different things since there are so many different categories that this can fall into. So yeah, let's go for 3. And our first one is 152. Okay, so we got the molten volcano flowers. Then we have 95. Okay. So we have maidenhair fern from Jungle Adventure. That's an interesting one. Wasn't quite aware we even had that in the game. And finally, option 85. Okay, we have redeemed ourselves, so we can use the hydrangeas as well, which are probably my favorite landscaping item in The Sims. I use these so many times, essentially every build. I really like these. It's an interesting combination of things, but should work. Maybe, right? I'm not quite sure how I'm making this work, honestly. I should probably stick to my principles of less is more, a little bit more. Doesn't look too great. What if we put like 2 of these in front? I guess that sort of works. I don't really like these colors. All right, I guess I will do some kind of backyard later on, but let's go inside for a second. So it's quite a small house. So we'll probably be able to fit like a bathroom in there and then a bedroom in here. And then we'll have like a kitchen living area kind of in this spot. So I guess I'll start with like the living area. Let's do a floor first, which we had 168 off. So we get floor 24 this time. Let's see if that will do us any good. I think it'd be fine actually. It's quite at the top, so that's probably some kind of wooden floor. Okay, so it's chestnut flooring. We don't get to choose the color because there's no swatches on this one, but that's actually a very lovely floor. Let's do a wallpaper next. And we have 292 of those and we get 230. Oh no. Oh no. So we get Stony Abodes from Get Together, which is very much a wallpaper that is supposed to be on the outside of a house and has very little variation in swatches. So that's something. But I guess we're gonna have to deal with it. There's nothing we can really do about that one. Let's do a kitchen next. Or maybe some lights first. I guess we'll need some lighting. So I can't really specifically look in ceiling lights. So I guess I'll get a few options and just kind of scatter them around the entire house. Just to see what we get. Hopefully if we do like 3 or something, we'll get at least 1 ceiling light. And we have 361 lights. So let's do the first one. 316. Which is this lovely light. And we also get 129. Our chances of getting a ceiling light are getting pretty thin because I'm pretty sure that's also not a ceiling light. Nope, that's a lovely lava lamp. Just a lovely green lava lamp. And then lastly, we get 149. Again, not a ceiling light. But let's see what we get this time. And this is what we get. Just 1 single candle. So I think we're gonna have to light up the entire house with ground traffic control, which is not really what I had in mind when I started this challenge, but you know, whatever. And then these two are more decorative. So interesting choices happening there. Interesting choices. I will figure out where to sprinkle those in later, but first let's start with the kitchen then, because we don't have ceiling lights. So we might as well figure out what to do with the lighting later. Kitchen should be fine, right? Like there's none of the counters I really like straight up hate. I think all of them have potential, so this should be fine. And it's not like it can get any worse at this point. And we have 33 kitchen counters, which includes islands. So we might just get an island and nothing else. That will be interesting. Let's see what we actually get. 6. No idea what that's gonna be, but I guess we'll figure it out. So number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Super not the right fit for a modern house, but that is my favorite kitchen counter. So I guess luck is still a little bit on our side today. A tiny little bit on our side for just a kitchen counter. So I guess we'll do, I don't know, because we have doors over here. So we'll do like a kitchen somewhere. I'm not quite sure. Like the kitchen is not going to be too big, because this is a very small room and we also need to fit a living space somewhere and maybe some place to eat or, you know, something like that. Are we doing cabinets? I don't really feel the cabinets for this specific house, but will be fun. Let's just try it. Let's just see what we get. We have 11. So let's see, we get number 3, which is this one. Yep. Really should have not gone for kitchen cabinets. I think we need interior doors. Please don't be double doors because that won't fit. Literally. 149 in total and we get 135. So we have sliding doors from Island Living. I can't say I hate it, honestly, but that's like stone wallpaper. I really can't say I hate it. I thought I would, but it's not that bad. And it fits. All right, so next up, we need a fridge. And there are 17 fridges, and we get number 14. That's great. We get the industrial one, which has medicine in it. The one that is used at hospitals. Isn't that just lovely? Well, definitely not ideal. But it's a fridge. I guess we'll just have to live with it. And then we have a stove as well. There's 14 of those. And I really hope we don't get the dine out ones because it will not fit. Please work with me here. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Because this would have been terrible. This is the entire kitchen. God, this kitchen is awful. So terrible looking. And then for sinks, oh God, I guess I'll have to count every single sink. So that includes like the bathroomy sinks that I'll somehow have to fit in here. We have 41 sinks and we get number 23. I don't think that's a kitchen sink. Let's see what we're stuck with. Just a nice modern bathroom sink for our kitchen. This just keeps getting better. I don't think I've ever made a kitchen quite this ugly. I don't even know what swatches to use to fix this. I don't think there's any fixing it. Right, I guess some kind of couch would be appreciated. And we have 105 of those. We get couch number 98, which is this one. Out of all the couches we could have gotten, it's one of my least favorites in the entire game. And also it barely fits in this room, but I guess that's my fault. Probably should have made this a little bit bigger. Maybe I even will. Maybe I'll just extend all of this a tiny bit. I mean, there's no saving this really. Let's have a coffee table. We have 52 of those. And we get number 3. And number 3 is actually quite a simple one. That's not too bad. I don't think we'll be able to get a TV in here. I don't really see where that would go. Unless I guess I can put this over here. But that just, I mean, it looks awful. I guess we'll just deal with the awful layout so we can put a TV in here on the opposite wall. We have 16 TVs and we get the second one, which is this tiny, tiny, tiny one. But we don't have anything to put it on, so I guess we'll get ourselves a TV stand as well. And there's 4 of those in this category. So let's see. We get 1, which is this one. We'll put this on the table and I guess we'll put the lava lamp up there, which is bigger than a TV. And then maybe a little rug underneath there. I'm scared. Maybe I shouldn't because there's some awful options here, but I don't know. Maybe it will make the room look a little better. So let's take our chances. We have 152 rugs and I get to use 131. And that's actually not bad. That's one I use all the time. I mean, it's not going to magically fix this room, but it does make it look a little bit better. So I appreciate that. Are there different swatches on that couch? Like maybe that helps. I guess the black is not too bad. If you ignore the entire layout of this space, which is just awful, maybe I'll try to fix that at a later time. Maybe a dining table? Guess I can try. I have 81 tables. I really hope I get a small one. 26. It's not small, but it is simple. At least it kind of fits. Like aesthetic wise. Not necessarily literally space wise. We'll have a dining chair as well. There's 80 in total and that includes high chairs for toddlers. So let's see if I'm unlucky enough to get that. Okay, so number 29 is this one, which is not a high chair. So I guess that's a win in and of itself. Maybe I'll just make this room at least 1 bigger again. And then I'll just try to make this look like something that actually looks decent enough to be a space. Maybe first curtains. Curtains probably wouldn't be terrible. So from the 124 curtains, we get number 71. Are you kidding me? We get Realm of Magic. This doesn't even fit. This doesn't even fit. Realm of Magic it is. Whether it fits or not. Actually, if I put it on this wall, it kind of works. Interesting. So, this is kind of what the kitchen and living space turned into. Is not my best work. I am quite a little bit more happy with this layout than I was with the previous one. Yes, it's very ugly, I'm aware. But I can't really do anything about that because these items are super random together. Like, really, really random. Would have never gone for these items. Obviously. But, it's a space. It does its thing. It looks ridiculous. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. We're just gonna leave it at that. So I guess we'll move on to the next space, which we need another floor for. So again, 168 floors. What are we gonna get? Number 91. Okay, well, we almost got tile. Like... just a little bit less, just a tiny bit of a lower number, and we would have gotten tile, but instead we get this, which is kind of, you know, a driveway sort of situation, but sure. And then for wallpaper, we get 258, which is another lovely brick. I guess next we'll have a shower, which we have 25 of, so we get number 1, which is usually the cheapest option, but I don't mind that actually. I kind of do like this shower, except that it is a little bit, you know, dreary in a brick room. Kind of reminds me of a prison, so that's maybe not the best. And then I guess we'll have a toilet as well, which we do have 40 in that category, which includes toilets for cats, litter boxes, and also public toilets. Number 22. I do believe that's a normal toilet. I mean, a somewhat normal toilet. A talking toilet. Let's have a sink as well. Number 19, which is one from Get Famous. And then maybe we can have a different swatch and a mirror. 68 mirrors, and out of that we have mirror 21, which I totally forgot to show you on camera, but here it is, mirror 21, which is this mirror, which doesn't really fit anywhere. I guess we'll just put it over here, which I don't mind, honestly. It kind of breaks up the terribleness of this room. Let's do a curtain. It's kind of, everybody can look inside this room. So 124 curtains, 101. Okay. Not really what I had in mind. Very much not what I had in mind. It's not getting any better. Let's just move on to the bedroom. Our final hope, I guess, for something somewhat resembling something normal. Let's start with the floor again. Number 99. I guess it could have been worse. Let's do wallpaper. 32. I mean, it would work for some kind of some kind of bedroom. Let's move on. Let's pick a bed. God, I hope it's a double one. Out of 82 beds, we get number 49. That might have potential to be a double bed. And it actually is. And not a bad one at that. We should probably have some curtains in here as well. And this time we will get 106. And once again... Really, when you think it can't get any worse, this is what you get. What if I make it small and put 2 of... Oh god, yeah, nope, can't, because look at that shadow. Really would have liked to not have that look as a storefront, but to each their own, I guess. Let's have a dresser. I feel like we can fit a dresser in here. 52 dressers in total, and we get number 21, which is the Realm of Magic one, which really doesn't fit with the entirety of the house and this room and everything. Maybe a rug will save it. It kind of did wonders for the living space, so maybe we'll be lucky again. Number 85. Okay. I mean, it does kind of fit the vibe of the room, I guess. Maybe if we size it down, just a nice little decorative thing. And I guess we'll have some lights in here as well. And then I guess finally we'll just have a painting of some sorts, maybe some plants. We'll just kind of see what we get. Maybe I'll get like 2 different paintings for the entire house. Which turns out we actually have 421 of. Quite a lot, but that also includes all the posters and wall decals and stuff like that. 98. And I guess I'll just get the other number as well. 98 and 53 we have for decorating the walls. Which is this lovely Sims in uniforms wall calendar. So where would you put that, in the bedroom? That's not really gonna decorate any wall, is it? And then the other one was 53, which is a slobbery ball decal. I guess I'll just put that in the bedroom as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna decorate anything with that. Let's do a plant, but that's the final thing I'm doing. I'm giving up on this. I'll be the first to admit that this went terrible. We have 169 plants. And I get to use number 98. I feel like we've gotten number 98 quite a lot. I don't know what that means. Is that my lucky number? I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna say no. No, it's not my lucky number. It's quite an unlucky number, because where am I gonna put this? I don't know. Can I size it down and put it on the next to the TV? I think that's our best option here. That didn't do us much good. that didn't do us any good. All right, I'm just gonna slowly back away. I guess finally, I was just gonna do some kind of like open yards kind of space. I guess I'll get some of these plants. I'll just throw them here somewhere, and maybe we'll get like some sort of outdoorsy furniture, which is a little bit tricky because there's so much of it, so I don't know what we're gonna get. Number 21, which is this bench. That's it. Just this single bench. Are we going for a grill maybe? I guess we can do that. I can't really go wrong with that, right? We have 10. Generate. Number 2. I don't think that's a bad one. I forgot to show you again. There it is, number 2. Yep, that's just a normal grill. Oh, I guess I'll put that somewhere. I guess we can do this category. This is quite outdoorsy. This has some weird stuff in it, so it's gonna be interesting. Maybe we will end up with just an entire skating ring. We have 171 options, and we get number 142. Number 142, which is an atmospheric water generator. Well, to finish off this wonderful, lovely build, let's have this atmospheric water generator. You know what? The outside of this build is really not the worst thing that happened today. But that is going to be all for today. Let me know if there are any other build challenges that you want me to attempt in the future. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. Click over here for more videos you might enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye everyone!